Okay, guys, tell me what you like about the Singapore video.
I think it's very colourful, very vibrant and energetic.
Oh, you like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else liked it?
I like the fact that they try to infuse some elements of Singaporean identity, like Singlish, a bit contrived, but there's an attempt there, I thought.
It was a little contrived, I thought. Yeah. But I like I could identify with the scenes, you know, even though they were quite touristy, you know. I mean, we like to do spas, we like to go eat. I would like to try that skydiving thing, whatever you call it. You know.
Zip line. Yeah.
Zip line.
Zip line.
There's no line, but anyway.
The iFly?
Oh, the iFly.
Oh, the iFly.
Yeah,
Was the iFly?
that's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
I like that in that sense. But it was kind of urban, I thought. A lot of city-based stuff, you know. Then with a few fake concessions to the countryside with some greenery and all that. Yeah. I think we're all just waiting to say something else about the video, right? Okay, what do we not like about the Singapore video?
I wonder why it chose the word show of all possible English terms. Yeah, I mean, why show? Yeah.
What would you have chosen instead of?
I mean, we wouldn't use shook to describe like a fantastic eating experience
Or at a spa.
Yeah, that was a bit
Or at
odd.
a disco.
Right?
It's
Or
not very hip.
after drinking coffee, you don't say shook, right? Yeah.
That's why I thought it's weird. It's Singaporean, but it's not all encompassing.
It doesn't resonate with the today's Singaporean, perhaps.
I think it doesn't resonate with Singaporeans. Yeah.
I'm not sure whether we are Singaporeans in that sense, as in the norm though. Yeah. Would the Heartlander have said that? Yeah. I wonder.
Yeah, I consider myself quite Heartlander. And even then, I don't think, I don't think I would have gone shook. Not in those circumstances. Yeah. And I just felt there wasn't something uniquely Singaporean about those images. It's like it could have been, like I said earlier, could have been any city in any part of the world. So it's like they're trying to reach out to everybody, but in the end, you're not reaching out to somebody. Wow.
I mean, it's like a lot of like bright lights, big city, and you know the bright lights, big city destination seems to draw like a younger group of tourists, and if you look at the advertisement, you realize that a lot of activity seems to be like more exciting, more friendly towards the younger tourists, like the iFly, the zip line, you know, the discotheques, and then swimming at the edge of the Marina Bay Sands. Can't imagine somebody senior wanting
I
to
agree,
do
even
that.
for a young at heart, I feel that they're
Over here.
ages. Yeah.
Look at us here.
Oh, okay.
I would say I'm the
so
youngest.
okay, you insist. Yeah.
I would not want to reveal my age.
But that's true. We didn't see a lot of old people, right?
That's true.
It was really a very
Define
young set.
old.
I like
Yeah. So what do you think
We don't have
the
all full
message
spectrum.
that,
We don't have a spectrum of
that
people.
one of the messages that STB could be, you know, trying to convey through this advertisement?
I get the idea. It's like, come spend your money here in Singapore.
Yes.
It's very consumerist.
Yeah. Okay, but I have to say that this STB ad, I think it's a move away. I mean, I remember the older STB ads. It used to focus a lot on shopping. Singapore is a shopping paradise, and you know, this ad seems to have like unveiled, like, you know, there are more things to do in Singapore apart from shopping.
That's true.
That's true.
Although I did mention it just now when we watched the video, it could have been an ad for Hong Kong, and you couldn't have told the difference.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Although the food that they showed,
that would have been-
tended to have more diversity. I'm just wondering how well, you know, the word shook would go down on overseas visitors. Would there be an impact at all?
Probably wouldn't resonate with them. I mean, I don't know. Probably it might end up not resonating with the tourists, but neither with the locals either. Yeah.
Or some people, if they watch it, then they might think that, oh, it's something Singaporeans say, and then they come here when they're excited and say, shook! And then people are like, what are you saying? You know, and then they feel like a bit like disappointed. I think if I were the tourist, I would feel a bit insulted, like, you know, trying so hard to say the word. It's just like you go to Thailand and trying to say, Sawadee ka, and then finally all the Thai people, it's a bit strange, like so contrived. Yeah. I thought maybe they could pick on more uniquely Singaporean experiences, like perhaps, you know, when you go to Korea, people think of Dongdaemun, is it?
Yeah,
Dongdaemun, right?
Yeah,
shopping. So maybe like for tourists who are keen in shopping experience,
instead of Orchard Road experience, how about Far East Plaza, something more, more
Eclectic or
yeah,
different.
eclectic, correct. Or maybe instead of Singapore Bird Park, how about Sungai Buloh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That
Or
would
like
be nice.
Heartlander experience, like a day tour, have a day tour, you go to Toa
Where they should be
Payoh.
flat, is it?
Yeah, actually that was flat.
Pasar Malam, yeah.
Yes.
But they
Yeah,
did
that's
have
true.
Haji Lane, although
Yeah.
like
Oh,
a
yeah,
bit
yeah,
for the-
yeah.
It's a bit
shopping.
hip- I thought it was a bit hip and happening.
Yeah.
What happened
It
to
doesn't have.
It's a good try.
It's
The
not
start.
the ethnic enclave kind of nature. It's more like being hip. Yeah.
At least they move away from Little India, China.
Yeah. I was thinking if we have ethnic enclaves, then it becomes like overdoing it.
Yeah.
I'm going to shift our discussion since it's getting interesting in this area. How about Malaysia? Or do you want to
sure,
have a last,
so
you have a last
we
word?
were talking
Okay.
about ethnic discussion. I mean, if you look at this SDTB ad, you realize again, do you think the multiracial element was foregrounded?
It wasn't really emphasized.
It was
Yeah.
more like
Only
the
the
bright lights, big
cuisine.
city.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering why this shift away, because previously we seem to focus a lot on the
Is it a
multiculturalism of
deliberate
Singapore.
attempt
Yeah.
to differentiate ourselves from our
Neighbouring
neighbour?
countries?
Yeah.
What
Could have
is
been.
this
Like we are
the
more
outcome
global.
of? Some time ago we had this remaking Singapore kind of campaign.
Campaign, yes.
Did that remaking Singapore campaign bring about this concept of modern city, bright lights? I don't know.
Yeah, to build on both your ideas, right? I think a lot of times when we speak with Caucasians or other tourists, then they talk about how Singapore is a good stopover for them to go and visit all these different other neighboring countries. So they could be like, like what you said, don't want to clash with like what the neighboring countries can offer, right? So they just show what we are, and then people can just move on from
But
there.
on the flip side, if we don't do it right, so to speak, like could we have lost our identity in the process?
Because
Like,
there's very
yeah.
little cultural
Yeah.
element. So if you're talking about the Singapore culture, do you get a sense of what the Singapore culture is from this clip? Not much.
Not really.
You get an idea of what the city offers you if you come and visit. But would you understand the Singapore culture? Would you understand what Singapore people are from this video? Not much. They can't anticipate what to expect of the people and the lifestyle here. But they can anticipate what they will see, what they will visit.
But then it does encapsulate our consumerist culture, right? I
Yes.
think that's what binds all of us,
Oh my
and I think
goodness.
it's more Singaporean than maybe multiculturalism, because it's not something that we consciously think about, and say like, we have Malays with Indians, So, ironically, it might actually better
And let's shift
show.
the focus on that note. Let's shift it to Malaysia. We saw the
Sure.
Malaysian ad. How is that different from what we just discussed?
Well, I love it. I'm not attracted for saying it, but I prefer. I really like the Malaysian ad. I think it's got to do with the music. Yep. The fact that when you want to go on a holiday, you want to relax. I think that Malaysian ad kind of like puts you in the right mood. Whereas if you look at the Singapore ad, it was just excitement. I don't want to go on a holiday for more excitement, but to relax and de-stress.
The slow music.
People
Yeah.
with pacemakers can come to Singapore.
I mean, you want to hike mount. You want to go for that. I mean, maybe it's my age lah. You want to
Don't
go.
be ageist.
So I mean, it offers an array of experiences for different age groups. You could actually go mountain climbing. You could go snorkeling, and then you could go hiking in rainforests that are thousands of years old.
Yes, we don't have that.
Yeah, we don't have that. And then if you're young and happening, you can go shopping. So I think that ad actually caters seems to have deliberately considered like a wider profile of tourists.
Yeah,
Young
Yeah.
and old, people
Yeah.
who wants the urban escape, people who wants the countryside kind of escape as well.
And we saw different sectors of the population, right? We saw young children, we saw adults, elderly people.
Yeah.
I think for me the best part is it remains quite true to what we think or what Malaysia is, what Malaysia represents. I think they didn't like sell out, in their attempt to try to
Look very
lure,
modern.
Right. So,
tourists.
so there wasn't like any kind of like what we call Botox jabs lah, to the image of the country. It's like what you see is what you get
What
to a
about
large
the culture
extent.
element? Because just now we discussed that we seem to have lost some of our culture, or rather we didn't portray
We
our
didn't
culture,
portray the culture.
in our advertisement. How about Malaysia? Did they include that culture in their advert?
I think it's one of
it
the
was
selling
pretty
points.
strong.
Yeah,
It's
it
pretty
was
strong.
stronger. Yeah.
Yeah. The different ethnic groups. I mean, maybe not so much the Chinese, Malay, Indian, but the natives like the orang asli, the
orang
natural
utan.
landscape, the natural landscape,
The
orang utan,
biodiversity,
correct.
yeah, I think came up very strongly.
Correct. The forest, the animals, the orang utan, the tigers. Although I don't think tigers roam freely like that. And then, and the marine life, the biodiversity there. Yeah.
The cultural festivals, we saw some dance, right? Different ethnic groups. Yeah.
I thought the tribal ethnic part was a bit played up too much. That it becomes a bit like, like commercialized, the feeling of it lah. Because like when maybe because we're so near Malaysia, and also oftentimes we go to Malaysia maybe not so much for all these ethnic tribes and things like that. So those parts didn't really resonate with me very much. But of course the greenery, the sea and everything, it looks very luring.
It gives the sense that there's a lot more to explore there than here. Because here it's all city and urban. Yeah, I guess it gives the idea that there are different things, different aspects to explore in Malaysia more than in Singapore.
Yeah.
But is it because we are lacking those aspects in Singapore?
Actually, it is, right? Yeah. They did try to show
So
you
we have
mentioned
nothing-
MacRitchie.
Yeah, the treetop.
Yeah, that I couldn't recognize. yeah. Guess we're limited.
I'm just going to say what I said earlier. Why are there so many Caucasians in Malaysia? Caucasian tourists. And I think we're more or less done here.
Yeah?
Okay.
Alright. Do your work. Goodbye.